They laugh at therapy. They call it weakness, an excuse for the fragile. They say, you're too soft. Real men don't talk about feelings. Just pray it away. Just tough it out. But behind the laughter, silence. Behind the masks, tears. Behind the confidence, cracks they dare not show. They laugh at therapy, but still cry in secret. We live in a world where image is everything, where we post smiles but hide scars, where strength is defined by how well we can pretend, where vulnerability is mocked until it's too late. People don't realize that pain doesn't disappear just because we silence it. It festers, it grows, and when it can't stay inside any longer, it spills out as anger, depression, anxiety, addiction, isolation. They laugh at therapy. But what's funny about suffering in silence? What's funny about not sleeping for days? Or bottling everything up until you explode on the people you love? Not in theory, in reality. I was addicted to tramadol and codeine for nearly 7 years. I've walked the halls of rehab, sat in the cold silence of withdrawal, and faced the demons that once controlled me. You know what surprises me most? It's not the pain I went through. It's how people reacted when I tried to use my past to help others. When I talk to someone battling addiction, when I open up and say, I've been there, I understand, they don't always respond with gratitude. They respond with judgment. You shouldn't talk about rehab. Don't tell people you went to therapy. Hide that part of your life. But why? Why hide the most transformative part of my journey? Why pretend I got here without help? That's not strength. That's pride. And pride kills more people than pain ever will. The truth is, the only reason I'm alive, the only reason I'm sane, the only reason I can speak to you today is because I chose to go to therapy. Let's clear something up. Therapy isn't lying on a couch while someone judges you. It isn't paying someone to nod and ask, how do you feel? It's not some luxury reserved for the rich or the broken. Therapy is giving your story a voice. It's confronting the shadows you've buried for years. It's asking for help before your silence destroys you. You see, people often mistake suffering in silence for bravery. But healing takes more courage than hiding ever will. Therapy is not about being weak. It's about being real. And realness, that scares people. Because when you're real, others have to face their own illusions. So why do people laugh? Why is there shame in healing? Because society still tells us that needing help is failure. That going to therapy means you're broken. That if you just had more faith, just worked harder, you wouldn't need it. But tell me this. When your leg is broken, do you walk on it until it heals itself? When your car breaks down, do you just pray it back to life? No. So why do we treat the mind any different? This shame isn't strength, it's stigma. And stigma keeps people sick. Stigma makes people die in silence, all while pretending everything's fine. Let me tell you a truth I've learned. The loudest people in the room often cry the hardest at night. The ones who mock therapy, they're terrified of facing themselves. So they laugh, because laughter is safer than honesty. They joke so they don't have to feel. They mock others because they hate the broken parts inside themselves. But the truth, they still cry in secret, in dark rooms, in cars, in silence. They scroll motivational quotes but never apply them. They repost memes on mental health, but delete your number when you say you're in pain. So I speak now to the ones ready to break that cycle. The ones tired of hiding. The ones exhausted from pretending. You're not weak for seeking therapy. You're not broken for needing help. You are brave for wanting better. And if you're someone who's been through the fire, like I have, don't let shame silence your story. The most powerful thing you can tell someone is, I've been there, and I made it out. Your testimony could be someone else's survival guide. Therapy gives you tools to understand yourself. It helps you unpack trauma you didn't even know you were carrying. It teaches you how to build boundaries, process emotions, and heal relationships. It doesn't erase your past. It teaches you how to rise above it. It doesn't guarantee perfection. It promotes progress. Therapy is a gym for your mind, a hospital for your wounds, a classroom for your soul. So if you're watching this and wondering, is therapy for me? The answer is simple. If you're tired of pretending, yes. If you're tired of carrying everything alone, Yes, if you want to grow, to heal, to breathe again, absolutely yes. Because the same people who laugh today will one day whisper, I wish I had your strength. They laugh at therapy, but still cry in secret. Don't be like them. Be real. Be healed. Be free. If this message spoke to your heart, if you've ever felt ashamed for needing help, know this. You're not alone. I've been there. I see you. And I believe in your healing. Tap like if this hit deep. Subscribe if you're on a journey of becoming your true self. And share this with someone who hides their pain behind a smile. Because the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs more healed ones.